Guys, the money deck is here. Okay, show me the money. I got this deck from Amazon. You guys know that I am an Amazon affiliate. So underneath this video, I'm going to put the link to where you too can purchase this deck. I'm going to show you this deck. I'm going to tell you all about it and my plans for it. So let's get started. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anybody and everybody who might like it too. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. And if you want to get a reading done, or if you want to become one of my patrons on Patreon, or if you want to get Ask an Aquarius or ArchAngel Michael merchandise, or if you want to send me a gift from my Amazon wish list, please look underneath this video. And remember, for a limited time, I am offering a free reading to anyone who sends me a deck from my Amazon wish list. All right. So this one is called the Money Deck, as I stated. Let me show it to you. Now, the thing about this deck is this. First of all, this is not a deck that was intended for people like me who are magical. I mean, I can use it, of course, because I am. But it's really made for people who are not into magic. It's made for everyday Joe who's just, you know, chilling. Chilling at the crib, looking at some cards, you know. Let me see. Excuse my hand, trying to keep the glare out your face. There we go. So it's made for the average person to look at their feelings and their views around money. It's a money consciousness deck. So you may be wondering to yourself, why did I even get this deck? Well, I'm going to tell you. A lot of us who do readings, the biggest question that we get is money. Money, love. Those are the biggest questions. Protection, things like that. So I got this deck because I figured, these are the backs of it. I figured that when I do a reading for someone, we can pull these cards out and use them. And let me show them to you so you can see what my vision is. All right, I'm going to turn it that way, but pull it as close to you as I can, okay? All right, so the 31 decks, the 31 cards that they call question cards, these are first. So all of these cards have something to think about, questions, that kind of thing about your money consciousness. And one of the things about the law of attraction that I think is slipping a lot of people up or tripping a lot of people up is that you have to change your thoughts around money. So when people come to me to get a reading about what's blocking their flow, a lot of times this is what's blocking their flow. Their thoughts about money, their old worn out beliefs about money, things along those lines. So I wanted to get this deck, and even though it's not really made for, you know, magical people, anybody really can use it. I figured I can use it for divination purposes. Now, before I get into that, let me explain to you how they talked about it in the first part of the thing that I just showed you, the little handbook thing, because they don't give you a guidebook. It's just a little piece of paper that I showed you in the very beginning. That's all that's in the box. So what they said is you and your friends could be chilling, having wine at brunch or something like that, and you pull these out. And what they said is that, you know, it's a couple different ways that you can do it. Each friend can pull one card and then read the question out loud and then answer it. And then you can go around a circle and everybody can answer it. Very easy way to do it. They also have in here some topic cards we're going to see at the very end. So you could just pull out the topic cards by themselves and just talk about specific topics and not even answer questions. Or you can do a combination of both. So that's how they're meant to be used, which is, you know, very simplistic. I could be at brunch and I pull the trust card. And then I read, when it comes to receiving what you need and want, what do you trust will happen? And then I might want to talk about that one or all the questions, or just pick one question and talk about it. So it's really up to the people that are using the cards. And it's all discussions around money, money consciousness, old ideas about money, current ideas about money, your childhood views on money that of course are going to impact you later in life for some of us, all of that. And each card, all of the 31 has a different topic and they all relate back. And so, like I said before, for the average anybody, myself included, any of us included, we can use it that way. And it'd be fun, right? Sit around, talk to your friends, maybe get some ideas. Maybe your friends, might have some ideas for you, or vice versa, or you have ideas for each other. Or maybe you're all having the same struggle and you can, talk about that. So that's the way that the publisher, gives us and thinks that we're going to use them, which is fine. Now, for those of us who are magical, you can put a little spin on it. So those of us who are magical, of course, you can consecrate these, give them a nice smoke cleanse. And then when you do readings that are about money or finances or career or anything like that, you can pull these out at the end of the reading and do your own spread with these. I'm going to find or create a money spread. So let's say the first question for my spread is, what is blocking this person's financial flow? Number 2, what can this person do to change or to get rid of what is blocking their financial flow? And number 3, any other suggestions? Okay, that very simple spread that I just said, and then I will pull 3 cards, one for each of those. And then I can tell them, well, this is what's blocking you. This is how you can change what's blocking you. And here is another, some more further advice from the cosmos. See? Very easy. And that way, whatever your client, especially if you've already done a tarot reading, this would be really nice to wrap things up, because you can take a picture of this and tell your client, like afterwards, for example, if I was doing a money reading, let's say I didn't want to do another spread. Let's say I just did the money reading, told them everything that they need to know. And then I could ask Spirit, please give me a card that would help them work through this money blockage. Shuffle the cards, bam, got talents. Take a picture of it, send it to my client, and tell them, okay, for the next couple of days, I want you to answer one question a day in your journal. Now, whatever they give me should be helping that person work through whatever the blockages were in the reading. You see? So those are several ways that us magical people can actually use these to our advantage as well. So it can be used any of those ways is my point. But I got them for the second part because I was thinking to myself, these are, and I didn't even see all the cards. I only saw a few of them because Amazon doesn't show you all the cards. You got to purchase them if you want to see all of the cards. So I saw a few of them and I was like, oh my God, that's what so-and-so was talking about yesterday. Or that's the blockage this person has. Or I dealt with that before. So as soon as I saw them, I was like, these will be a fantastic addition to any money readings. So any of us that do them, I know some people, different people do different kinds of readings. I know somebody was telling me she didn't want to do love readings. And I was like, girl, if you're not doing love readings, that's going to diminish a great portion of your clients, because a lot of clients want to know about their love life. It's very important, and I don't blame them. And some other ones tell me that they don't do money readings or things like that. So again, it's going to take away the clientele that you'll be able to service. And my thing is serving as many clients as possible, helping as many people as I possibly can. So I love having all these decks because it gives me different tools to work with my clients. So that's all 31 of the cards, right? All 31 of the question cards. And now I'm going to show you the other ones. These are the topic cards. So if you don't want to do, they have this, let me see. And on the back of it, it says topic card. So if you don't want to do it, you can use the topic cards. And the topic cards are just a topic. That's it. There's nothing else here. So you can say, okay, guys, today we're going to talk about self-worth. How does your self-worth affect your money? And then y'all can go from there with the conversation. You can pull more than one. There's 17 of these, so theoretically speaking, you could pull more than one. It just depends. I wouldn't do that. I would shuffle them all together, and whatever came up, that's what I would talk about. Because whatever comes up, that's where the energy is. That's where my client is struggling. So it would be whatever it is. Like in this one, if I talk to them about work, I would be like, do you love what you do? Are you paid what you deserve at work? You know, those are some questions that go along with money consciousness. If you love what you do, but you're not getting paid what you deserve, that's a problem. So you have to adjust that. If you hate what you do, that's a problem. You need to adjust that. Do you feel secure? Financially secure? Well, yes or no. Okay, cool. You feel financially secure? That's what's up. How did you get that way? How do you stay that way? Oh, you don't feel financially secure? Okay, well, tell me what things can maybe be changed. Well, you're not sure? Okay, well, pull out the question cards and, you know, shuffle a few, and let's see if any of those touch on some things you're having trouble with. So it's so many clever ways that you can use this in person and over the phone. You know, because if you ask the question of the cards, what is blocking this person, and you get risk, for example, you know right up, this person is playing it safe. This person is afraid to take risks. So they don't want to do something like an investment or, you know, something like that, something that might, or a new job even, or a new career, or opening a business. Maybe on the other side of that risk is their happiness, and they're afraid to take it. So I would talk to my client about that and how they feel about that. Or if I got the fear card, I would say, what fears do you have around money? And we would talk about that. So whatever they're experiencing is what's holding them back. If you're divining correctly, whatever they're experiencing is what's holding them back. So if you can help them see that and maybe work through it, even if it's just to start working through it, that'd be awesome. Let's see, all the topics, you know, are covered in the questions. So you theoretically could even go through the question cards. Let's say you got responsibilities. You could go through all of the question cards, pull out all the ones that have to do directly with responsibility, and those are the ones you guys could focus on during your meeting. You could use these during any kind of like sister circle gathering, any like kind of like fun, you know, wine night, you know, whatever kind of fun things you have with your friends, you potentially could pull these out. I definitely would only have these with friends that I really, you know, trusted though. I don't have money. I don't talk about money, my business, none of that kind of stuff with people I don't trust. So I had a big fight recently with an ex-friend now about, you know, my business, and it was like, yo, don't be in my business, like straight up, like, don't do that. So it has to definitely be people that you trust to have these conversations, I would say, or you can just answer them on a surface level and not go too deep. So these are the money cards. So let me know in the description below or the comment section below what you think of the money cards. If you are a magical person or not, please let me know. But like I said, anybody can use these. You don't have to have any special skills or talents. All you got to do is have one or two willing people and sit around and have these conversations. And I think these are great conversations, especially to have in the community, because everybody's community, what their money does, their finances, you know, how they spend their money is different, and how far their dollar goes is different. But I know for me in the African American community, when I was living in the States, that was a big thing. It was like the African American community has money. A lot of money travels through the community, but it really is not spent in the community. It goes right out of the community immediately to all kinds of different things. So one conversation, you know, especially if you're community building, nation building, you should be talking about money consciousness. And a lot of people that I talk to one-on-one, a lot of the things that came up in these cards, such as family, for example, was a problem. Like, for example, somebody telling me, you know, I really want to work on my business, but on the weekends, I have to watch my grandkids. You know, their mom works or whatever the case is, and I watch them, so I really can't work on my business. So that's an issue right there. But what can you do? Maybe you can have another family member who helps out, so you can work on your business and they babysit the kids or something like that. You know, it could be other options, is my point. So whatever my client gets from these cards, that's what we'll discuss. So I just wanted to show those to you. They're on Amazon, like I said, and I will be giving you guys the link right underneath this video. And thank you for watching. You come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.